after 3 years college, and I genuinely appreciate you guys staying back. So let's start with what is Coursera. अभी तुम लोग ने टेक काउंसिल्स बाकी सब देखे हैं, but what is different about us and what are we? So let's start by the history. 2014 में a group of programmers and coding enthusiasts came together और उन्होंने ये council बनाया. क्यों बनाया? For the nerds of this council, sorry, for the nerds of this college to come together, to grow together, to have their own space. And they started with the motto of what is Coursera? So we are trying to change the world one bit at a time. This is what we believe in. And for the past 7 years, I would like to proudly say we have stayed true to our motto. Yeah, so we have stayed true to our motto. Our council has taken a lot of events, a lot of competitions, a lot of workshops such as Python and in ML. Our events have been on Code Street, which is a coding competition as well. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to let you guys know is that it's not like कि कैसे कोड सिर्फ ऐसे लोगों को जिनको कोडिंग पसंद है क्या ये है. So you guys have seen there's a wide range of people in our market. From people who know coding to people who don't know coding, who are experienced, who are not experienced. But basically what we look in our people is that confidence होना चाहिए. कुछ आए ना आए, एक problem तुम्हारे सामने रखा है. You should have the confidence that you will be able to solve. Solve हुआ नहीं हुआ, it doesn't matter. It's not like कि हम लोग को कोई एकदम ना smart ही लोग हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. All we believe in is having confidence in oneself and being able to check the problem and understand the problem. Right? So one thing I feel is unique about our council is that we have a lot of experience. हम लोग को सब बोलते हैं कि अभी सीपी में तेरे को DSA करना है, ये सब 5-6 सॉल्व कर देगा तेरा सब हो जाएगा, राइट? तो दैट इज नॉट हाउ इट वर्क्स बिकॉज अ पर्सन डजंट नो. बोलने के पीछे ये लोग भूल जाते हैं, बोलना के बीच में स्ट्रगल होता है, बहुत रोना धोना होता है. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड द टॉपिक एंड हाउ डू यू अंडरस्टैंड द टॉपिक. यू डोंट नो हाउ टू अंडरस्टैंड द टॉपिक अनलेस समबडी समटाइम्स जस्ट टेल्स यू कि भाई ऐसा होने के बाद ऐसा होता है, तभी वो बत्ती जलती है, राइट? क्योंकि अभी मैंने तुम लोग को बोला तुम लोग सीपी करो तो तुम 4 प्रॉब्लम लीड कोड का करो, तुम लोग बोलोगे ये तो हमको पता है, राइट? तो हम करेंगे कैसे? सो दैट इज द मेन मोटो ऑफ आवर मीटिंग टुडे कि कैसा करना है. सो एज आई सेड what is our unique way is that we have experience. We have the best coders, the CP coders, as you guys have heard the name of Coalition Rohit. We have the most best web developers. Like we have Vatsal, we have Parker, we have Jay itself. He has won a gold medal. He's an international gold medalist in web development. He won the Paris tournament. And we have ML experts. For example, Rahul over here is a Kaggle expert. He has the best knowledge in the entire of our standard, of our batch in ML. So you can definitely go and ask him questions later about this. And so exactly, this is what our concept is about. And we have been on the other side. मतलब हम भी ऐसा अगर हमने देखा कि भाई ये काउंसिल में इतने सारे स्मार्ट ही लोग हैं, भाई हम कैसे जाएंगे, हमारा औकात ही नहीं है. But that is the thing and that is the game here today. कि we have been there. हम लोग को भी मतलब हमारी भी फटी है. भाई मेरी first step लेते लेते कितना रोई हूँ कि मेरे को समझा ही नहीं how to take the first step. You need a lot of support to take the first step and we are here to provide you with that support. So going on, Jay.
Yes, guys. So now can we told you about Coursera? So sorry for the voice. Can we told you about the concept? Now let's get ahead and talk about the domains. So when it comes to computer science, there are a lot of domains, right? Web development, app development, machine learning, competitive coding only for interviews, and whatnot. There are a lot of fields, right? So there's always a confusion in first year or maybe second year as well. कि कहाँ पे start करें? कौन सी domain exactly पकड़ ले उसमें excel करें? You have to explore, right? You have to explore through all the fields. 1-2 महीना हर इस पर project try करेंगे, try CP, try WebDev, try WebDev, and then probably get to that one point कि right, मुझे इसमें interest है, मुझे particular चीज में interest है. So that process is not generally easy for everyone. Those who have had coding before in their syllabus और जिनको बहुत ज़्यादा उसमें ही nerd बन जाते हैं, they might get an idea, but usually people don't get an idea कि actually किसमें अपना ये करना है, किसमें अपना excel करना है. So they need some guidance, some advice over there. And for that, maybe we have kept this session Coffee with Coursera. Over here, we are going to introduce you to like every other tool, like web dev, app dev, machine learning. And उसमें आपको बताएंगे opportunities क्या हैं. not only just career opportunities, but also how can you contribute when it comes to campus charters. For example, Microsoft, GitHub, Google, हर एक चीज के campus charters हैं. So you can talk about them. You can just apply to them, become one of the campus experts, and that's it. Alright, so I just had a question. How many of you have already started with CP, like doing first?
And before you guys answer that, this is a conversation. Okay?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not like कि हम बोलेंगे तुम सुनेंगे हम लोग को नहीं करना है. We want you guys to be a part of it. We want you guys to let us know your problems so that we could solve those. Right? जब तक तुम बोलोगे नहीं तब तक हम लोग को समझेगा नहीं. And then we won't be able to guide you that way. So जैसा जय ने पूछा हूँ.
Anyone with the like who has started with CP?
Great. We have two hands. We have two मैं क्या होता है? That is amazing.
Some of you from mechanical who have started.
Okay, great.
So
अच्छा रेस करो करो ब्रेक तो देखना है कितने अपने एंथुसियास्टिक लोग हैं सीवी में जाने को अरे ब्रिलियंट
right. So basically the point is the reason I asked this question. Generally people move to web development, right? They don't show that interest in CV, and that's why they don't start with interview preparation and stuff. So that being the first part of our event today, we have our first speaker of the day, who is the tech head of KJC Coursera and also 5-star on Coursera. Please give it up for Rohit Tavde.
Hello everyone, I am Rohit Tavde. Today I will speak about computer programming. तो अभी देखा है कुछ लोगों ने हाथ पर किया था, but still quite a low number है. Hopefully बाकी लोग भी एटलीस्ट इवेंट के बाद ट्राई करेंगे एक बार कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामिंग क्या होता है. So these are some of the past alumni of our college. Navneet Singhal currently Google में, Dalak Amazon में, Vatsal 100x and Tejan in IBM. So can you guess what is common between them? So yeah. Like Vatsal was from Coursera, what like Coursera head था, but rest नहीं थे. मतलब Coursera में नहीं थे actually.
वत्सल was from Coursera.
हाँ Vatsal Coursera head था, commentator. So all of them when they were in college, देखो कंप्यूटर प्रोग्राम में हम लोग ऊर्जा पे टॉप पे थे. तो सबने कंप्यूटर प्रोग्राम बहुत अच्छे से किया है, बहुत टॉप पे थे वो लोग. तो ये सुन के लगता है हम लोग को भी ट्राई करना चाहिए एक बार. तो कैसे करते हैं? व्हाट इज कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामिंग? तो बेसिकली एक 2 या 2.5 आवर्स का कॉन्टेस्ट रहता है. तो उसमें you have to give given 7 प्रॉब्लम. तो वहाँ पे you have to like एक प्रॉब्लम कोई भी दिया तो उसमें सॉल्यूशन आप कोड करोगे, इनपुट आउटपुट लोगे, इनपुट लोगे आउटपुट लोगे, बस ये आउटपुट प्रिंट करोगे ना, और वो आपको सबमिट करना है. तो when you submit all like your output is run on all the test cases, and if it passes all the test cases, then you get the point. So that's it. ये एक like basic चीज है कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामिंग. तो अभी रैंक्स कैसे होते हैं? like बहुत लोग आएंगे ना प्रॉब्लम 7 में से 4-5. तो टाइम कितना आप स्पेंड करते हो प्रॉब्लम पे या फिर कितने बार आप अटेम्प्ट रॉन्ग करते हो, उस पे डिपेंड नहीं करता आपको रैंक्स मिलते हैं कॉम्पिटिशंस में. तो ये प्लेटफॉर्म्स क्या है? तो मोस्ट फेमस इज कोर्सेज. ये रशियन प्लेटफॉर्म है, मतलब ऑब्वियसली इंग्लिश में है बट सिर्फ बेस्ड इन रशिया. तो यहाँ पे वीक में ऑलमोस्ट 1 और 2 कॉन्टेस्ट होते ही है. 4 डिवीजन होते हैं कॉन्टेस्ट के. डिवीजन 4 एकदम बेसिक बिगिनर्स के लिए, सिंपल इम्प्लीमेंटेशन प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं उसमें, ज्यादा कुछ नहीं. एज यू मूव फॉरवर्ड इन डिवीजन डिवीजन एकदम डिफिकल्ट होता है, बहुत डिफिकल्ट. तो यू कैन ट्राई पार्टिसिपेटिंग हियर, क्रिएट एन अकाउंट एज सून एज पॉसिबल. दूसरा है कोर्सेज. तो कोर्सेज इज इंडियन वेबसाइट. तो यहाँ पे मतलब अगर कंपैरेटिवली देखें कोर्सेज और कोर्सेज में डिफरेंस क्या है, तो कोर्सेज में लॉन्ग कॉन्टेस्ट रहता है, दैट इज 7 डेज आपको मिलते हैं. यू कैन if you look at the problem, आपको टॉपिक समझ गया और आपको समझ नहीं आ रहा कैसे सॉल्व करें, क्योंकि मैंने कभी ट्राई किया ही नहीं है. तो you can search on that topic, learn a bit and then maybe attempt it again and again. इसमें रॉन्ग आंसर का पेनल्टी भी नहीं रहता रॉन्ग आंसर में. तो आपको कुछ ज़्यादा रॉन्ग आंसर होने पे पॉइंट्स कम नहीं होते. तो that is a learning opportunity for everyone. Then apart from that बाकी भी शॉर्ट कॉन्टेस्ट होते हैं 2.5 hours के. उनको एक 3 टाइप का कॉन्टेस्ट होता है, स्टार्टर, लंच टाइम एंड ग्रुप ऑफ. तो अभी ये तो कॉन्टेस्ट मतलब मंथली या फिर वीकली होते रहते हैं. तो मेजर लाइक ईयर में एक बार से बड़े-बड़े प्राइजेस मिलते हैं, ऐसे कौन से कॉन्टेस्ट होते हैं. तो सम ऑफ देम आर गूगल कोडजेम, This is conducted in March or April of every year. यहाँ पे 3 राउंड होते हैं. So whoever reaches the third round, that is the top 1000 participants, they get a T-shirt. And apart from that, उसके बाद जो फाइनल्स होते हैं, वर्ल्ड फाइनल्स, तो टॉप पार्ट जो फर्स्ट आता है उसको प्राइस है $15,000. बिग अमाउंट ना. उसके बाद है मेटा हैकर कप, मेटा फेसबुक. तो इसमें एक अलग क्या है, इसमें उनका बैकएंड पे लोग कोड रन नहीं करता अपना. They just take our, they just give you input file, you download the input file, run the code on your own compiler, like code block या जो भी आप यूज करोगे. और जो आउटपुट फाइल जनरेट होता है ना उससे you have to submit that. और भी आप सबमिट करो बट वो एक तरह के टाइम पे भी रन नहीं करेंगे, उसे ब्लैक टेस्ट के लिए कोड लेते हैं. तो देयर इज अ चांस कि आप somehow कुछ VMs वगैरह यूज करके आप इनएफिशिएंट सोल्यूशन पास कर सकते हो. एक ब्लॉग भी था कोड फॉर दिस पे, मैं बाद में लिंक भी शेयर कर दूंगा. एक आर्किटेक्ट या टाइम स्क्वायर सोल्यूशन पास 6 मिनट रहते हैं आपके पास और ये सोल्यूशन रन करने को. एंड देयर इज प्रोजेक्ट स्नैकडाउन. तो इसमें as project like initially was built because to support IOI participation. तो इसके लिए यहाँ पे क्या है, स्टूडेंट पार्टिसिपेंट होते हैं ना, उन लोग के लिए रिजर्व नंबर ऑफ रिजर्व सीट्स रहते हैं इन थर्ड राउंड, तो एलिमिनेशन राउंड कहते हैं. एंड आल्सो फॉर सम वुमेन पार्टिसिपेंट्स भी यहाँ पे रिजर्व सीट्स रहते हैं थोड़े बहुत. और मोस्टली इंडियन पार्टिसिपेंट रहते हैं. वर्ल्ड फाइनल में बहुत सारे इवेंट्स होते हैं इसके. करंट विनर जनरली था ऑब्वियसली टूरिस्ट वो बहुत होता है. और उन्हें तो करंट विनर बोलते हैं जनरली. अब अभी ये सब हो गया इंडिविजुअल कॉन्टेस्ट. टीम कॉन्टेस्ट भी होते हैं. तो आईसीटीसी इंटरनेशनल कॉलेज प्रोग्रामिंग कॉन्टेस्ट. तो नाम ही कॉलेज दिख रहा है ना. एवरी कॉलेज हैज 1 or 2 टीम दैट दे कैन सेंड टू प्रीलिम सॉरी रीजनल डिपेंडिंग ऑन द रैंक इन प्रीलिम. तो प्रीलिम में एनीवन कैन पार्टिसिपेट. और उसके बाद कॉलेज का टॉप टीम या फिर अगर टॉप पर बहुत आगे रहेगा तो 2 टीम सिलेक्ट होते हैं रीजनल्स के लिए. और फिर वहां से हर रीजनल को एक नंबर ऑफ स्लॉट अलॉट किए जाते हैं वर्ल्ड फाइनल्स के लिए. तो वहां से पिक जाते हैं वर्ल्ड फाइनल्स को. इस साल सोमनाथ में हम गए थे. इट वाज यूनिक एक्सपीरियंस. आप जाकर देख सकते हो ना, ये बलून वगैरह लगा है. वो सेलिब्रेशन के लिए नहीं है, वो ऐसा लगता है कि जब एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करते हो ना तो वहां पे आके आपके पास एक बलून लगा देते हैं ताकि आपके बाजू में बैठा हुआ है आप देख सकते हो. वो लोग का 2 दिन हो गया, हमको भी करना चाहिए. तो एक एडेड मोटिवेशन आता है. अरे कलर असाइन रहता है मतलब प्रॉब्लम के लिए. उसके बाद है गूगल हैश कोड. अभी तक हमने जो भी कॉन्टेंट देखे सब में आइदर आपका आंसर करेक्ट होगा या फिर रॉन्ग होगा. हां, बट इसमें ऐसा नहीं है. इसमें आपका हर एक सबमिशन को पॉइंट्स रहेंगे, कुछ ना कुछ मिलेंगे. क्योंकि यहाँ पे ऑप्टिमाइजेशन कॉन्टेक्स्ट कहते हैं इसको. इसमें क्या रहता है, जो प्रॉब्लम आपको मिलेगा एक ही प्रॉब्लम मिलेगा तो उसका सॉल्यूशन आप रन कर ही नहीं सकते कंप्लीटली. तो उसका कंस्ट्रेंट और टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी इतना हाई रहता है कि वो कॉन्टेक्स्ट अगर रन नहीं होगा मोस्ट एफिशिएंट वन. तो आपको रैंडमाइजेशन करके मैक्स टू मैक्स पॉइंट गेन करने का ट्राई करना है. तो इट्स लाइक रियल वर्ल्ड प्रॉब्लम्स पे आप अगर इंटरेस्टेड हो तो आप ये कॉन्टेक्स्ट ट्राई कर सकते हो. यूजुअली जो सीपी नहीं करते वो भी ये कॉन्टेक्स्ट देते हैं इसी वजह से. तो नाउ आई कॉल माय प्रोग्रेस तो एक
So hello guys, my name is Gaurish. I'm the tech team member of KJC courses. मैं कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग करता हूँ. एक्चुअली बहुत ज्यादा करता हूँ. इतना ज्यादा करता हूँ कि मेरे फ्रेंड्स मुझे नर्ड बुलाते हैं. Anyways, apart from that, I also happen to be 5-star on CodeChef and expert on code courses. तो अभी ये सब देख के तुम लोग को वंडर होने लगेगा. That is competitive programming for me. Like इतने सारे algorithms हैं, ये सब है. Is it really for me? And that is what I'm here to answer. Competitive programming is for you. Like ऐसे बहुत लोगों को लगता है कि बहुत मैथमेटिक्स चाहिए, you need to be extremely genius, which is not true. जब मैंने CP चालू किया था, my math was extremely weak. But that does not define that you are not made for competitive programming. Competitive programming किसके लिए है? ठीक है? सब लोग ने वो मेटल का टॉय देखा है जो तुम्हें अलग करना रहता है. आई थिंक एवरीबॉडी हैज सीन इट. और एक 15 स्क्वायर प्रॉब्लम, सुडोकू, कोई भी लाइक इन जनरल अगर तुम्हें ऐसे प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने में मजा आता है. अगर तुम्हें दिए 5 एप्पल है, 6 एप्पल है, तुम्हें प्राइस निकालना है, अगर ये सब जनरल प्रॉब्लम्स में तुम्हें मजा आ रहा है, आई एम श्योर यू आर गोइंग टू एंजॉय कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्राम. सो लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द रोड मैप. लाइक कितने लोग फर्स्ट ईयर में यहाँ पे? ओके, एंड बाकी सब लोग सेकेंड ईयर में? राइट. सो द रोड मैप टू कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग. तो कॉलेज में तुम लोग C या C++ सीख रहे होगे, राइट? C आई एम श्योर सब लोग सीख रहे हैं. डू वन थिंग, तुम्हारा खुद का ग्रुप बना लो. दिस वीक टेक अप द इनिशिएटिव. कोडिंग विद हैरी या किसी का भी ट्यूटोरियल देख लो और C ये वीकेंड को बैठ तो ये भी C और C बैठ के खत्म कर दो, राइट? इट्स नॉट अ बिग डील. सैटरडे संडे बैठो, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ बैठो और खत्म कर दो. उसके बाद I'll show you a platform. It's known as HackerRank. You can compete among yourself. कि HackerRank पे 5 स्टार सबसे पहले कौन ला सकता है. तो HackerRank का प्लेटफॉर्म क्या है? It's a practice based platform and it's basically for beginners. तो स्टार्टिंग के प्रॉब्लम्स रहते हैं. It's really simple और वो slowly वहां से कैच अप करता है. तो वहां पे लगभग 100 प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर लो and then you can move on to CodeChef and CodeForce. I'll just show you HackerRank right now. Anyways, तो ये HackerRank की वेबसाइट है. इन कर देना. There is a domain here known as algorithms. Like सुन के लगेगा कि algorithms वगैरह क्या है. But anyway, स्टार्टिंग बहुत सिंपल प्रॉब्लम से होता है. लाइक एक एरे दिया है तुम्हें और तुम्हें उसका सम निकालना है. Does anyone know कि एरे का सम कैसे निकालेंगे? Anyone? हाँ. Exactly, like right एक for loop चलाएंगे और सम में उसको ऐड कर देंगे. इतने सिंपल क्वेश्चंस HackerRank से चालू होते हैं. So it's a great platform to start. उसके बाद I think तो उसके बाद start giving contests on CodeChef and CodeForces regularly. अभी CodeChef और CodeForces जब तुम कॉन्टेस्ट दोगे थोड़ा स्टार्टिंग में बैरियर लग सकता है, बट ट्रस्ट मी ओवर टाइम इट विल गेट वेरी सिंपल. तो अभी रिसोर्सेज की बात कर लेते हैं क्योंकि तुम आए हो तो खाली हाथ तो नहीं जाओगे. वी गिव यू सम रिसोर्सेज दैट यू कैन यूज टू डेवलप कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग. तो सबसे पहला है CodeForces के प्लेटफॉर्म पे उनका प्रॉब्लम्स है. लेट्स से तुमने C++ सीख लिया, तुमने HackerRank में 100 क्वेश्चन कर लिया, यू बिकेम 5 स्टार ऑन HackerRank. It's really good for motivation and now where do you do the actual practice, right? How do competitive programmers practice? क्योंकि ऐसे ही तो they don't solve problems, right? So there is this thing called so ये है CodeForces and यहाँ पे अगर मैं प्रॉब्लम सेट में जाता हूँ you can see कि ये जो राइट में यहाँ पे हर एक प्रॉब्लम की रेटिंग दी हुई है. So what I'm going to do, क्योंकि रेटिंग स्टार्ट 800 से होती है, तो तुम देख सकते हो कि ये सारे प्रॉब्लम्स 800 रेटिंग वाले. सो व्हाट शुड आई आइडियली डू? आई शुड सॉल्व 50 ऑफ दीस प्रॉब्लम्स जो 800 रेटिंग है. 800 तुमने एक बार कर लिया, देन यू कैन डू सेम फॉर 800, 900, 1000, 1100 and then you can practice on CodeForces. This was about CodeForces problem. Now the next resource we are going to talk about is known as CSES. तुम सब लोग ने जेई प्रिपेयर करते हो, इरोडोव का नाम सुना रहेगा. So CSES is the Irodov for competitive programming. It's a concise set of 300 problems. जब तुम अगर तुम 100 प्रॉब्लम्स भी सॉल्व, ऐसा नहीं है कि हार्ड है, इट्स जस्ट कि बहुत वैरायटी के प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. अगर तुम 100 प्रॉब्लम भी सॉल्व कर देते हो, आई गारंटी दैट यू कैन क्रैक एनी कंपनीज इंटरव्यू, राइट? सो ये CSES है एंड ऐसा है ना, उन लोगों ने प्रॉब्लम सेट तो दिया है, प्रॉब्लम सेट के बाद साथ साथ उन्होंने खुद का बुक भी बनाया. इट्स नोन एज द CP हैंडबुक. तुम गूगल पे देख लो, you can download that as well. तो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं हो रहे, you can refer to that book कि वो प्रॉब्लम कैसे सॉल्व हुआ है and then you can up solve it. Now let's say तुमने HackerRank पे 5 स्टार कर दिया, CodeChef पे कॉन्टेस्ट दे रहे हो, 3 स्टार 4 स्टार बन गए. Where do you learn the advanced algorithms? Like you have reached a point where you are well established, but you want to learn advanced algorithms like DP या graph, जो भी टॉपिक्स आते हैं वो तुम्हें सीखने हैं. So there is this website known as cpalgorithms.com इसमें इससे ज्यादा एक्सटेंसिव लिस्ट एल्गोरिथम्स का तुम्हें कहीं नहीं मिलेगा. They have written beautiful blogs about each and every algorithm. इसमें सिर्फ एक ही डाउन पॉइंट है कि दिस इज नॉट स्पेशली फॉर बिगिनर्स. क्यों मैं बताता हूँ, क्योंकि इसमें जो एल्गोरिथम्स के बारे में ब्लॉग लिखा है इट्स रिटन इन अ मैथमेटिकल. तो जब मैंने ये पहले खोला था मैंने बंद कर दिया और मैंने कभी नहीं देखा 6 महीने तक, क्योंकि मुझे समझ में ही नहीं आया था कि ये लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं. So after 6 months when I opened it, I understood its true beauty and I still use it today. Now there is another website known as Propa.fun. If you are serious about competitive programming, this is probably the best website to practice of different topics. Yeah, actually it's not a well-known website, but कहीं से तो हमें हाथ मिल गया इस पे. जो फिलीपींस के लोग हैं ना, उनके इंटरनेशनल ओलंपियाड्स के प्रिपरेशन के लिए और आईसीपीसी जो अभी रोहित ने बताया उसके प्रिपरेशन के लिए फिलीपींस ने अपने स्टूडेंट्स के लिए ये बनाया था. इसमें टॉपिक वाइज टॉपिक के सब टॉपिक और सब टॉपिक के टॉपिक पे हर एक सब टॉपिक पे 20-20 क्वेश्चंस है. So you can have a look at this also. The website name is only propa.fun. Wow, great. So last but not the least, there is this amazing book drive that we have created. जो भी 1 साल competitive programming में जो भी books हमें मिला है, they are very well written books. Like if you read them, I'm sure you'll get to a level that'll be really impressive. तो ये book drive मैं share कर दूंगा. I think हमारा एक WhatsApp चैनल है यूटोपिया, तो उसमें मैं लिंक शेयर कर देता हूँ. I could have shown it to you today, but I think it's not available right now. तो मैं लिंक शेयर कर दूंगा तुम्हें, and then you can have a look at this also. अभी हमने बात कर लिया सीपी क्या होता है, कॉन्टेस्ट क्या होता है, हमने देख लिया कि रिसोर्सेज क्या है, चालू कैसे करना है, राइट. बट व्हाट इज द बेनिफिट ऑफ कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग? लाइक बिना बेनिफिट को तो नहीं करेंगे, राइट. सो फॉर दैट आई कॉल अपॉन ऐश्वर्या ऑन स्टेज.
Hello guys, my name is Aishwarya and I am a marketing team member of KGSE Courses. I am currently a 3-star coder at CodeShare. So, speaking of benefits of CP, the first and foremost benefit of CP is job interviews. So as you all know, we have job interviews for internships and placements. The first and foremost round जो सबसे पहला राउंड होता है that is your online coding interview. उसमें you have DSA के questions, you sometimes have medium competitive coding के questions. So if you are a intermediate or even like if you practice well competitive coding, this round is a cakewalk for you. तो ये round clear होना तो sure shot. Going ahead, when the interviewer asks you questions, the interviewer might give you questions जहाँ पे you have to involve logical thinking, intuitive thinking, critical thinking. The interviewer might give you some puzzle and he might give you some hints to reach the solution. तो ऐसे केस में from the hints to the solution का जो journey है, it will involve some approach which will involve critical thinking and logical thinking. So CP helps you build this logic. If you have done CP, if you have done competitive coding के questions on Codeforces or CodeChef or whatever, तो तुम्हारे अंदर ये लॉजिक इनबिल्ट रहता है. तो दिस हेल्प्स यू क्रैक दैट इंटरव्यू एंड ऑब्वियसली द इंटरव्यूअर इज इम्प्रेस्ड विद यू, सो यू मूव टू द नेक्स्ट राउंड. Also speaking, if I am an interviewer and I have 2 candidates, one who just knows DevDev and one who knows DSA plus DevDev, he has some prior experience of solving competitive coding questions, so I will definitely prefer the second candidate. Why? अभी बहुत बार आपने ये सुना होगा कि सीपी वाले बंदे ने तो 30 लाख का पैकेज ग्रैब कर लिया या 40 लाख का पैकेज ग्रैब कर लिया. So why do these people get an edge? This is because जो कोड सीपी वाले लिखते हैं that is much more optimized, be it in terms of time or space. बहुत optimized होता है. So the company need not utilize that many resources. उनका utilization of resources comes down. It minimizes. So they save a lot of money. It can amount to millions of dollars. उतना कम हो जाता है. So they do not mind paying you a fraction of it. So this is why CP will have an edge over someone who's just done better. Moving ahead, as Rohit told you about the contests, you can represent your college at international events. I'm very Gaudish and Rohit, they have represented our college in ICPC. This is an international level. Yes, kudos to both of them. This is an international level coding competition, and every year a team from our college goes and represents our college at ICPC. Any one of you, I saw many of you raised your hands, so it would be amazing if you guys take this legacy ahead and take part in ICPC and represent your college there. No doubt this will add a feather to your cap. If you have this in your CV that you have represented your college at an international platform, it is definitely a matter of honor and prestige for you. Also, if you get selected by the college to represent your college at ICPC, it also means that you are one of the top 3 or the top 5 coders of your college. So yes, definitely that's a matter of prestige. Moving ahead, we have problem solving skills. So when you tackle CPA questions, every question has somewhat a different approach. No two questions are very similar. सबका कुछ अलग-अलग approach होता है. Similarly in life, if you have any problem and you have to tackle it, ऐसा हो सकता है कि I just think of one approach and I blindly follow it. It might not be the best way for me. It might not be the best solution. ऐसा हो सकता है कि there is some other way जो मैं सोच भी नहीं रही हूँ. But that might be the best solution for me, for my case. So this is what CP teaches you. The first thing that comes to your mind when you solve or when you read a CP question is the brute force method. But what you have to do is you have to think more. Go to the optimized approach, and that is the one which will give you maximum result. CP also teaches you time and stress management. How? So, as we know, we have contests like lunchtime and starters. So, these contests are approximately for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So, you are required to solve maximum questions within this time. So, ऐसा बहुत बार होता है कि you have read 4 questions, you have completed solving 3 questions, submit हो चुके हैं, you have read the 4th question. Logic भी आता है, but code नहीं हो पा रहा within time. So this might result in a drop in your rating. So then you'll keep it in mind. See, okay, next contest I have to solve the first 3 questions even more faster. That I solve the 4th question and then I can get a hike in my rating. So this is how CP teaches you time management. Speaking of stress management, as I told you, बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि you have a negative delta. So what is the negative delta exactly? Rating गिर जाता है. क्यों गिरता है? If there are peers जिनका rating तुमसे same है and they are taking contest and they have outperformed you, they have performed better than you, so your rating might fall. It might also fall if you have not maintained your performance in the last contest. So ये दो cases में rating गिरता है. If you are new to CP, you might definitely feel bad, but this might not hit that hard. But consider a person who is about to reach the 5-star. He is at the 4-star level. He is just about to reach 5-star. And उस contest में उसका गिर जाता है. This will hit you emotionally very hard. So gathering yourself from there, bouncing back and not getting discouraged by the failure, this is what CP teaches you. Last but not the least, increase self-esteem. There might be many times जब तुम्हारे friends या parents या even teachers must have asked you कि what are your achievements, what are your skills? At that point of time, if you say कि yes, I am a 3-star at Coursera, I am a 5-star at Coursera, or I am a grandmaster at core courses. Not only does it sound so, it's like a matter of pride for you, but also gives you confidence high कि okay, I have achieved something and this is something that is globally acknowledged. Everyone knows about it. Like being a 5-star coach is a big thing. It is not something very easy. It is a struggle. But when you say that yes, I have achieved it, it adds a different shape to your personality altogether. Also, speaking of my personal journey, when I entered KJ in first year, I had no clue what int main is. I had no clue what header files are. I had no clue what an if-else loop is. I did not know what variables are. So I started my journey by learning PIC in college and I learned C++ on the go. And at the same time, I dived into competitive coding. So at that point of time, having an all correct for even the easiest question gave me a high. It was like, even though I did not have any coding background, I could still solve this question. So this is what keeps you going. It definitely gives you a confidence high that yes, you get an all correct, you get a complete green box or you get a green tick. This gives you a confidence high and increases your self-esteem. Moving on to that, we also post daily lead code questions and we have discussions over there about it. So if you guys have any doubt regarding the resources to use or how to start CP or even doubts regarding a particular question, you can feel free to ping us and we'll be more than happy to help. Speaking of Code Spree, this is an individual contest by CodeCell and this is on 12th of November from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. So guys, please do register. This contest is a very beginner-friendly contest. Even if you are very experienced in CP, I would still recommend you to join it. And the only prerequisite for this contest is that you should know a programming language. It can be C, C++, Python, Java, whatever. That is the only prerequisite. And moving on to Crackathon, this is a team contest. You can register teams of 3. And for more updates on Crackathon, please stay tuned on Programmers Utopia. We will give you the updates there. Yes, so now, guys, if you have any doubts, now is the time. Please go for it and ask us. Any doubts regarding CP, guys? Okay, so since you guys don't have doubts, so I'll call upon Watson to continue from here.
Hello everyone, I'm Vatsal Sandla from KJC CodeChef Tech Team. I am a full-stack developer and a 3-star rating at CodeChef. I am here to discuss about what is software development. Now, moving further, there are 2 types of software development. जो होता है, first thing is application software development and system software development. तो system software development में क्या होता है कि आप OS से related कुछ सॉफ्टवेयर बनाते हो, सिस्टम्स बनाते हो टू सॉल्व रियल वर्ल्ड प्रॉब्लम्स एंड द सेम थिंग एप्लीकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट में आप एप्स बनाते हो, वेब एप्स बनाते हो, एप्स बनाते हो फॉर मोबाइल, ब्राउजर, एनीथिंग. ओके, सो गोइंग डाइविंग इनटू एप्लीकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट, उसके 2 एस्पेक्ट्स होते हैं. द फर्स्ट वन बीइंग वेबसाइट डेवलपमेंट एंड एप्लीकेशन डेवलपमेंट. So website is the best medium to showcase your talent, to showcase what you are offering to the audience. Because आप जो भी लाइक स्टार्टअप कर रहे हो, आपका फेस्ट हो रहा है, तो वेबसाइट से आप अपने यूजर्स को बता सकते हो कि उसमें क्या क्या हो रहा है. तो बेसिकली वेबसाइट डेवलपमेंट के 2 पार्ट होते हैं. द फर्स्ट वन बीइंग फ्रंट एंड डेवलपमेंट एंड देन पैकेज डेवलपमेंट. सो आई वुड लाइक टू कॉल अपॉन प्रणय फॉर एक्सप्लेनिंग द फ्रंट एंड डेवलपमेंट.
Hey guys, I'm Pranay from KJC CodeCell and I'm a technical team member. I do CP as well as a bit of development. So I'll be discussing with you guys about front-end and how you can start your journey of becoming a front-end developer. So front-end development consists of 2 parts. The first step is designing whatever ideas you have. Okay, so whenever you are creating an application, you will have some idea. So the first step is converting that idea into a design which you can see, and then the second step is coding that idea. So for designing, we have UI UX designers which help in creating the design of your application. So UI stands for user interface and UX stands for user experience. So UI UX designing is a separate field in itself and in which you can build your career. So if you are interested more about it, you can also explore about UI UX design. Now once you have the design of your application, the second step would be to create, to code that application. And for designing, you can use multiple tools. Like there is Figma, Adobe XD and Adobe Illustrator. So these are some very popular design tools which developers use. Now the second step where you convert that design into the actual application. So the developer writes the code to bring those ideas into life. Now for developing the basic three languages which you need to develop an application is HTML, CSS and JavaScript. These are the very fundamental languages and you should know these languages if you are entering into the front-end development. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It basically defines the skeleton of your website. How a website will look like. Now, then the second thing, CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, which through which you can add colors and styling to your website. And the third thing is JavaScript, which helps you to add logic to your website. So here you can see the first trick, we are only using HTML, and as you can see, it doesn't look that attractive. But after adding CSS, you can add colors and shapes to your button, like how your button would look like, and you can use various color combinations to create your to make your website more attractive. And then in the third trick, you can see that we are adding a logic. So by clicking on the button, the page is moving into some other page. So this can be done by using JavaScript. So are these three languages enough? No. You can develop a lot of apps just by using HTML, CSS, JavaScript. But these days, there are many popular frameworks which developers use, which enhances their code even further. So there are many CSS frameworks in use, like Bootstrap, Tailwind CSS. So these frameworks allows you to write a lot of by using these frameworks, you don't have to write much code, and your work becomes very much easier. You can develop your application faster. Now there are some other front-end frameworks as well. There is React.js, there is Vue.js. React is one of the most popular front-end frameworks used by developers these days, and there is something known as JSX and React, which stands for JavaScript XML, which allows you to write HTML and JavaScript all together. So this is really popular, and if you are entering into the front-end development, you should actually learn this skill. Now, how to get started? So the best resource which will help you to get started with front-end development is Google, and the official documentation of the language. So whatever framework you want to learn, you can just Google it and you will have the official documentation in front of it. At first, it would seem very overwhelming because documentation are not very easy to understand at first. But once you get a hang of it, it will be really easy for you to refer to the documentation and develop your projects. So, for example, there is this very popular site, MDN Web Docs, which has documentation about basic HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Then there is this other site, W3 Schools. Now, if you are facing difficulty by looking at documentation, and you prefer video courses over documentation, then there are very popular channels available. There is Freecode Camp, there is ProCode, Apna College and much more. So you can start learning from these resources as well. You can just follow a tutorial and develop and code side by side. So this way you can develop a basic idea about any framework, and once you are comfortable with it, you can jump onto documentation. So after learning something, you require practice, right? So for practicing, you can make whatever project you want. You might have a lot of ideas in your mind, but since you don't know to code, you are unable to make those applications. So if you are facing difficulty in actually thinking of something and coding it, there are many websites which provide you with ideas as well. So for example, there is this website CSS Battles, where you have a lot of designs, and the task is to make the exact copy of this design using CSS. So depending upon how exact your copy is and in how much time you make it, you are ranked. So this is again a very useful resource. Then there is this website Frontend Mentor, which has a lot of projects, and you can try making those projects. And after you submit your projects, you will also get feedback about what you can improve, and yeah, that's it. So this is about front-end development. Now I would like to call Vatsal again so that he can explain you about the back-end development. Thank you.
ओके सो प्रोडक्ट ने आपको बता दिया कि वेबसाइट का फ्रंट एंड कैसे बनता है। अभी हम देखेंगे कि वेबसाइट का बैक एंड कैसे बनता है और उसको अप्रोच कैसे करते हैं। तो सबसे पहले वेबसाइट का बैक एंड होता क्या है। अभी जो भी वेबसाइट का लॉजिक है, ठीक है, जो भी वेबसाइट का लॉजिक आप लिख रहे हो या फिर जो भी वेबसाइट का वर्किंग है वो सब हम लिखते हैं एट द बैक एंड ऑफ वेबसाइट। तो वेबसाइट के बैकएंड में बेसिकली होता है रिक्वेस्ट एंड रिस्पांस। तो जो भी आपका फ्रंट एंड सिस्टम है वो बैकएंड पे एक रिक्वेस्ट भेजेगा विद सम डेटा। अभी बैकएंड क्या करेगा, बैकएंड उसको वेरीफाई करेगा एंड इफ दैट रिक्वेस्ट इज ऑथेंटिकेट तो उसको वो रिस्पांस भेजेगा। नाउ हम बैकएंड में बेसिकली एक सर्वर बनाते हैं एंड वो सर्वर में हम बनाते हैं एपीआई व्हिच इज एप्लीकेशन प्रोग्रामिंग इंटरफेस। एपीआई इज नथिंग बट एंड राउट जहां पे हम कॉल कर सकते हैं, जहां पे हम रिक्वेस्ट भेज सकते हैं एंड वी कैन गेट एप्रोप्रिएट डेटा इफ द रिक्वेस्ट इज ऑथेंटिकेट। तो लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल, आप होटल में हो एंड यू ऑर्डर समथिंग वाया वेटर एंड वेटर गिव्स दैट सेम ऑर्डर टू द किचन। तो यहाँ पे वेटर एक एपीआई है बिकॉज ही इज टेकिंग योर रिक्वेस्ट एंड ही इज ट्रांसफरिंग दैट रिक्वेस्ट टू द बैकएंड, मतलब जहाँ पे पूरा वर्किंग हो रहा है। तो हियर द वेटर इज वर्किंग एज एन एपीआई। नाउ जो भी आप वेबसाइट पे डेटा एंटर कर रहे हो वो सब एक सेंट्रलाइज्ड लोकेशन पे जाके स्टोर होता है व्हिच इज डेटाबेस। व्हाट डज सर्वर डू, बेसिकली जो भी रिक्वेस्ट आ रहा है अगर उसमें कोई ऐसा पार्ट है जिसको डेटाबेस से फेच करना है देन इट विल फेच दैट पार्ट फ्रॉम द डेटाबेस एंड वो रिस्पांस में फिर डेटाबेस पे भेज देगा। एंड जब ये सारा पार्ट हो जाएगा अपना, लाइक फ्रंट एंड रेडी हो गया, बैक एंड रेडी हो गया, नाउ द थिंग इज होस्टिंग। फिर हम उसको कोई प्लेटफॉर्म पे होस्ट कर देते हैं ताकि सब लोग उसको देख पाए एंड दे कैन यूज दैट सिस्टम। और देखो अभी जो फ्रंट एंड डेवलपर है वो फ्रंट एंड बनाएगा, जो बैक एंड डेवलपर है वो बैक एंड संभालेगा। बट जो फ्रंट एंड डेवलपमेंट एंड बैक एंड डेवलपमेंट दोनों संभालेगा उसको हम कहते हैं फुल स्टैक डेवलपर। तो फुल स्टैक डेवलपर क्या करता है, वो फ्रंट एंड बनाएगा, बैक एंड बनाएगा, दोनों को क्लब करेगा एंड देन ही रिलीज दैट ऐप। सो ये कुछ फुल स्टैक डेवलपमेंट का मैप होता है जो फ्रंट एंड भी बनाता है, बैक एंड भी बनाता है। Now talking about resources, बहुत सारे resources अवेलेबल है, YouTube पे फ्री चैनल्स अवेलेबल है, फ्री कोड कैंप हो गया, कोड कोर्स हो गया एंड बहुत सारे ऐसे रिसोर्सेज अवेलेबल है। एंड लास्ट ईयर ही कोर्सेल ने एक वर्कशॉप कंडक्ट किया था व्हिच इज मंथ ऑफ मंथ, जहां पे पूरा मर्ज स्टैक जो होता है वो एक्सप्लेन किया था। नाउ व्हाट इज मर्ज स्टैक? मर्ज स्टैक एक लैंग्वेजेस का कॉम्बिनेशन है व्हिच इज यूज्ड फॉर मेकिंग अ फुल स्टैक ऐप। MongoDB, Express, React and Node। तो पूरा मर्ज स्टैक एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ है एंड द होल थिंग इज अवेलेबल ऑन YouTube। तो आप लोग YouTube से जाके देख सकते हो, सीख सकते हो, उसमें पूरा डिटेल के साथ एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ है। एंड आल्सो प्रोग्रामर यूटोपिया ग्रुप तो है। और ये कुछ एडिशनल रिसोर्सेज है फॉर वेब डेवलपमेंट, जैसे वेब सिंप्लीफाइड हो गया एंड द ओडिन प्रोजेक्ट। आई एम श्योर आपने ये नाम सुना ही होगा ओडिन प्रोजेक्ट का। So I would like to call now Vinay for explaining app development. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Vinay Kansel, technical team member at KJC Coursel and full stack web and app developer. So I am going to discuss about app development. There are two ways to develop app: native development and cross-platform development. So native development we have to create an Android app, then we use Java and Kotlin. For iOS there is Swift and Objective-C. So the problem with native development is like if you have to create an app or start to create an app. So for Android you have to learn Java, and again for if you want to create it in iOS, then you have to learn Objective-C or Swift. So learning two languages just for an app is not good. And for people who are thinking in going into startups or have an idea for a startup, they have to hire expensive developers for this job. On the other hand, for this problem, Google and Facebook came up with their solution. React Native is made by Facebook and Flutter is by Google. These are the frameworks that can help you to make cross-platform apps. That means with one code base you can handle Android, iOS, and even now in Flutter we can create desktop and web applications using these two technologies itself. So like now React Native has been used in Facebook for many of its components, and Uber Eats, Discord, these companies use React Native. And Flutter, Google Pay, Google Ads, Alibaba is an e-commerce website in China. They use Flutter. So resources and initiatives by Coursera for learning Flutter. So we have a Flutter workshop which will be later, and in this workshop we talk about and teach about Flutter. Resources are Angela Yu, Flutter course. Even I have done this course, this Flutter course by Angela Yu. It's a great course to start. And Flutter docs are the documentation of Flutter, and YouTube channels. Flutter itself has its own channel. Flutter Map is another great channel, and Jonas Mikey is also great and who have a very good contribution in Flutter. Any doubts? Okay, I will hand it to Arya.
I wanted to ask the difference between Figma and Adobe.
So, Figma and Adobe. Personally, I use Figma. It's like if you go Adobe is first thing paid. You have to pay for it. And Figma is free. तो Figma यूज करो बेटर है, बट Adobe उनके लिए जिनको प्रोफेशनल है और करना है आगे. बट अगर तुम सीख रहे हो अभी जस्ट UI UX में कर रहे हो या जो भी है डिजाइनिंग में घुस रहे हो, तो Figma इज बेस्ट एट स्टार्ट.
So, hello guys, I'm Aryan Nair. I'm a full stack developer. So, मुझे बहुत बार के एडवाइस मांगते हैं कि कोडिंग एक्चुअली चालू कैसे करनी है. So, इसके मेरे लिए दो वेज हैं. एक होता है कोर्सेज का. तुम्हें यूडेमी, कोर्सेरा, इसके ऊपर बहुत सारे कोर्सेज मिलेंगे जो तुम्हें वेब डेव सिखा देंगे, पाइथन सिखा देंगे, C++ सिखा देंगे. बट उसके लिए तुम पे करते हो. So, मैं कहता हूँ कि तुम पे क्यों करना चाहते हो ऐसे बेसिक चीजों के लिए जिसका तुम्हें इजीली ट्यूटोरियल्स तुम्हें YouTube पर मिल जाते हैं. So, I would suggest कि तुम डॉक्यूमेंटेशन से पढ़ो. बिकॉज डॉक्यूमेंटेशन का बेनिफिट क्या होता है कि तुम कोई इंटर्नशिप करोगे, कोई जॉब करोगे, तो वहाँ पे जो ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग कोड किया हुआ रहेगा उसका कोई कोर्स नहीं होगा. वहाँ पे सब डॉक्यूमेंटेड कोड रहेगा और तुम्हें वो डॉक्यूमेंट पढ़ के एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ेगा कि कैसे पूरा काम करना है. एंड फिर जो तुम्हें टास्क असाइन किया होगा उसके ऊपर काम करना होगा. सो बेटर है कि तुम डॉक्यूमेंटेशन से सीखना चालू करो बिकॉज उससे आगे तुम्हारा बहुत ईजी हो जाएगा. एंड एक और मेजर पॉइंट है ट्यूटोरियल हेल्प नाम की एक चीज होती है. तुम एक ट्यूटोरियल देखते हो और तुम वो प्रोजेक्ट बनाते हो, बट तुम बनाते हो तुम्हें ऐसा लग रहा है कि तुम्हें सारे कॉन्सेप्ट समझ गए. वैसे रियलिटी जब तुम खुद कोड करने जाते हो तब तुम्हें रियलाइज होता है कि अरे मुझे तो एक्चुअली समझा ही नहीं था. और वहाँ पे तुम्हें ऐसा लगता है कि मुझे एक और ट्यूटोरियल करना चाहिए, जो एक बहुत बुरा आइडिया है बिकॉज तुम ट्यूटोरियल एक के बाद एक करते ही रहोगे सो बेटर इज कि तुम एक चीज सीखो, एक ट्यूटोरियल देखो ताकि कोड का स्ट्रक्चर समझो, एंड उसके बाद खुद के प्रोजेक्ट्स डेवलप करो, उससे तुम्हें बहुत ज्यादा इजी होगा। सो अभी देखो कि किसी का कोई डाउट्स है अभी डेव में स्पेशली, किसी को कुछ भी डाउट है? सर किसी को भी कुछ भी बाद में डाउट आ जाए ना, तो डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर्स को पिंग कर दो, हम लोग भी कोडिंग सीनियर्स को टर्न करके ही सीख रहे हैं। सो नाउ आई वेलकम Anil on the stage to talk about machine learning.
So, before I get started with ML, does anyone have any experience with machine learning, or has anyone tried machine learning in the past? No? No problem? Yeah, nice. So, it's no problem if you haven't done machine learning. I hope that maybe after my talk you guys get inspired to do some more. So, machine learning is like a popular buzzword, you know, all these fine companies that keep saying that our products keep using ML and stuff like Google Translate and stuff like that. They say that they use machine learning. So, can someone from the audience tell me like what exactly is machine learning? Like, what do you think it is? Like, anyone can say, like, feel free. There are no wrong answers, there are no right answers. Just let's make it more interactive. कुछ भी बोलना चाहता है मशीन लर्निंग का? ठीक है, no worries. No worries. So basically, machine learning, it's like suppose I give a computer some inputs. The computer automatically detects like trends and patterns within the data, and it gives me some kind of output. So I can have machine learning I can use it for predicting stock prices. अगर कोई भी stocks में invest करता है, they can use machine learning to predict stock prices. You can use it for recommendations. I guess सब लोग इधर songs तो सुनते ही होंगे, Spotify पे सब लोग सुनते हैं songs. So have you guys ever wondered like how does Spotify recommend songs to you? So all that is based on machine learning. Now, one of the most important parts of machine learning is statistics. But if you guys don't like maths, it's okay. मुझे भी इतना ज़्यादा पसंद नहीं है. But if you guys want to get started with machine learning, you can directly start off with coding. It's not necessary that you have to start off with the mathematics. But eventually, as you learn more, you get interested in statistics, and then that's the time when you should learn. Now, some of the resources for getting started with machine learning. If you guys haven't heard of Andrew Ng, he's like a deep learning, machine learning god. Like Coursera पे उनके like Coursera सब चलते हैं machine learning के. तो अगर किसी को भी interest है machine learning सीखने का, you guys should definitely go check out his Coursera course. I believe it's called Machine Learning for Beginners, and it's in coordination with Stanford Online. So if you are interested, you can go try that out. Apart from that, another resource is Kaggle. Like I am a Kaggle notebooks master, so like Kaggle helped me out a lot in getting started with machine learning. So there are like people who work in the industry in machine learning, and they come to Kaggle and they open source their code. So anyone like you and me can just log into Kaggle and see the code that industry experts have made. Now some of the resources are the ML specialization, the Coursera one that I mentioned earlier. Krish Nayak machine learning playlist. I think this is like one of the best playlists on YouTube. So if you guys want to learn machine learning, you should definitely go check that out. And then obviously there is Kaggle. Now data science. So machine learning and data science are kind of interrelated to each other. Like data science involves everything from collecting the data to creating your final machine learning model. So in data science, I have to collect the data by a web scraper. I have to clean the data, pre-process it, and then finally I feed that data into a machine learning model, and I can get predictions. Now, this is the data science toolkit. So Pandas, NumPy, Matplot are very popular Python libraries. And if you guys want to get started with data science or machine learning, you guys should learn that first. After that, you can learn scikit-learn. It's like the #1 framework for machine learning. And then PyTorch, which is for deep learning. Now, deep learning. So, what is it? So, basically, deep learning is a subset of machine learning. It basically involves neural networks that are based on how the human brain works. So this is basically what a neural network would look like. So as you can see, these would be your neurons, and then this would be the entire structure of the network. So whatever inputs you give into the network, it adds them, and if that sum is greater than a particular value, your neuron would fire and you would get your output, and if it's not, then it will not fire. So yeah, that's about it from my side. Does anyone have any questions about machine learning, deep learning, data science, anything? Feel free to ask. No? Okay. So next we will be moving on with the campus ambassador program that will be taken by Parvat.
Thank you. One thing I would like to mention is Raju is a master in Camel and he's too down to earth to speak about it. So please, round of applause for him. वैसे मेरा आवाज आ रहा है ना सबको? Yes. हाँ ठीक है. तो firstly campus ambassador क्या होता है वो सब मैं बताता हूँ. For example एक कंपनी लेते हैं जैसे कि GitHub. अगर GitHub को यहाँ पे हमारे कैंपस पे कोई इवेंट कराना है वो कैसे कराएगा? GitHub will search for a person जो कि उनका इवेंट ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ देयर कंपनी ऑर्गेनाइज करे, लोगों को इकट्ठा करे एंड लाइक उनसे एक्चुअली पूरे लाइक इवेंट में पार्टिसिपेशन लाए एंड लाइक पूरा इवेंट अच्छे से कंडक्ट करे. So that is a basic gist of campus ambassador. ठीक है? But like इसमें मेरा क्या फायदा है यार कि लाइक मैं क्यों GitHub के बिहाफ पे कर रहा हूँ? Like so बहुत फायदे हैं. Exactly. So some of the benefits which is common throughout all different campus ambassador programs are firstly network building. Since you are a part of an exclusive community, तुम्हें अलग-अलग campus ambassador अलग-अलग colleges के उनसे मिल सकते हो. उनका एक पूरा एक अलग सा ग्रुप रहता है जहाँ पे you can actually discuss projects and ideas with them. Secondly, exclusive squads. अब देखो हम सब डेवलपर्स हैं, squad से प्यारी कोई और चीज नहीं है, ठीक है? एक्सक्लूसिव हुडीज मिलना है, स्टिकर्स मिलना है, ठीक है? लाइक बहुत सारी अलग-अलग चीजें मिलती हैं, ठीक है? लाइक स्ट्रेस फॉर अदर थिंग इज कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स. वंस यू आर पार्ट ऑफ एनी ऑफ दीस प्रोग्राम्स, वो लोग तुम्हें कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स को एनहांस करने बोलते हैं. सिंस यू आर द वन जिन्हें लाइक क्राउड को इकट्ठा करना है, तुम्हें एक्चुअली इवेंट्स कंडक्ट करना है, तो यू नीड टू बी गुड ऑन योर कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स. द अदर थिंग इज यू लर्न न्यू स्किल्स. सिंस ये प्रोग्राम इज लाइक उसके अंदर थोड़े क्राइटेरियाज होते हैं, तो इट रिक्वायर्स यू टू लर्न अ फ्यू टेक्निकल स्किल्स. एंड वन ऑफ थिंग इज कि वंस यू जॉइन दिस प्रोग्राम उसके अंदर एक ट्रेनिंग पीरियड भी होता है wherein they actually train you with some certain skills ताकि you are upper level and like तुम लोगों को कर सकते हो, बुला सकते हो. The other thing is कि it highlights your resume. और तुम्हें ये सब बकवास लगा तो the main thing to go for any of these ambassador program is तुम्हारे resume में बहुत सही लगेगा. Once कि तुम्हारा 4th year complete होगा, like हम सब BTech वाले students are doing, once तुम्हारा 4th year complete होगा तुम लोग actually job के लिए जाओगे, तब जो रेज्यूमे पे ये सारी चीजें हैं ये बहुत मैटर करेंगे. एंड लास्टली इज कम्युनिटी. सिंस यू आर एक्चुअली स्पीकिंग अप विद डिफरेंट पीपल, मीटिंग न्यू पीपल, तुम एक एक्चुअली कम्युनिटी सेटअप करते हो लाइक माइंडेड पीपल. ठीक है? अब मेरे फर्स्ट ईयर में कैसा था कि मैंने लोगों से इंडिविजुअली जा जाके नेटवर्किंग की थी कि भाई तेरे को प्रोग्रामिंग आती है, तेरे को प्रोग्रामिंग आती है, तू कोडिंग करता है वैसे. एंड उनका नाम फिर मैंने कोडर करके सेव किया था अपने फोन, ताकि आई नो व्हाट इज माय कम्युनिटी, व्हाट इज लाइक मेरे जैसे सोचने वाले लोग कौन हैं. ठीक है? एंड नाउ वी विल टॉक अबाउट द वेरियस कैंपस एम्बेसडर प्रोग्राम्स. द फर्स्ट वन बीइंग एमएलएसए. सो ओके, फर्स्टली आई एम अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस प्रोग्राम. ठीक है? आई जॉइंड माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वन स्टूडेंट एम्बेसडर और एमएलएसए फॉर शॉर्ट बैक इन जनवरी. एंड शॉर्ट स्टोरी, लास्ट ईयर क्या हुआ था ना कि ये सेम इवेंट हुआ था कॉफी विद कोर्सेज, एंड उसके अंदर मैं आया था. मैं इन लोग की तरह क्लूलेस एस्पायर था, मेरे को कोई आइडिया नहीं था. एंड बैक देन हमारा एक्स हेड व्हिच इज देवांश शाह, he also happens to be an MLSA. He was the one who actually introduced me to this program. And event के बाद I actually got कि भाई ये तो बहुत सही चीज है and I should take part in this event. So बहुत benefits this चीज के. So I thought कि मैं इसके लिए apply करूँगा. And I actually applied for the program and luckily I got selected in December. So firstly the thing is कि the applications are open throughout the year. So if you feel like कि तुम्हें event के बाद बहुत ज़्यादा motivated हो तो तुम लोग घर जाके form भर सकते हो. Right? But make one thing clear कि the selections for the actual ambassadors are made quarterly. So my selection was done in I guess December में हुआ था and मेरे को January 10th के around मिला है. So you can apply for this program. The other thing about this is कि it's very flexible and multiple ambassadors. अब ये multiple ambassador क्या होता है कि अब बाकी ambassador programs which are upcoming, 10-year programs, उसके अंदर it is restricted to one ambassador per program. But unlike the other programs, Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador programs can have multiple ambassadors in the same college. तो हमारे कॉलेज से 6 से 7 ambassador बन सकते हैं. So ऐसा नहीं है कि like अगर एक बंदा बन गया तो कोई और नहीं बन सकता. Right? So you guys have still the opportunity to apply for this program. Right? So इसके exclusive benefits क्या है? Firstly, exclusive Microsoft Sparks and cookies. So actually इसके अंदर 4 levels होते हैं, एक new, एक alpha, एक beta and एक gold. So अभी currently I'm an alpha student ambassador, and once you become a beta student ambassador, you get these goodies. And gold is like you are basically representing your whole like states and whole community. So gold student ambassadors are very rare. And once you crack gold student ambassador, you can also get an opportunity to like bag your internship at Microsoft. But it's very rare. You need to put in the effort. So the other incentives are these: you get $150 other credits and पूरा office 365 जो Word and वो सब free में मिलेगा. So it's really good. The other thing is कि तुम्हें जो certification exams है जो बहुत costly होता है, like $1,500 के around होते हैं, वो सब तुम्हें free में मिलता है. So that's the thing. And the other thing to go for this program is you get free mentorship and networking from Microsoft professionals themselves. So like जो पहले ही वो कंपनी का पार्ट ले चुके हैं, they are the ones who are actually mentoring you, who are actually guiding you. So that was all for MLSA. Moving on. And अच्छा, sorry मैं ये बता कि actually कॉफी बस ऐसा डिजाइन के लिए नहीं है. इसको अगर तुम लोग क्लिक करोगे ना, you can actually go to the actual जो वेबसाइट है. So once we share you the PPT, I suggest you to go through this. Okay. GitHub Campus Expert. Firstly, the application is open in February and August. This is also kind of similar with MLSA. So, but इसके अंदर क्या होता है ना? इसके अंदर तुम्हारा 2 weeks का review process होता है और उसके बाद तुम्हें एक वीडियो रेज्यूमे देना होता है. ठीक है? And but हाँ, अब as I said back there कि इसमें multiple ambassadors का प्रोग्राम नहीं है. पूरे कैंपस में खाली एक ही आदमी क्या होगा? ठीक है? तो ये full become the GitHub Campus Expert. So currently हमारे कॉलेज में से कोई भी GitHub Campus Expert नहीं है. So the position is open. So full में से कोई एक बन सकता है आगे. और इसके क्या बेनिफिट्स हैं? Firstly, अच्छा, मैंने देखा था कि बहुत सारे FIs आ रहे हैं. So there is a thing called as GitHub Student Developer Pack, जो कि हम सब ले सकते हैं. And I will suggest you कि तुम सब लो, वो तुम्हें सुमाया आईडी पे फ्री में मिलता है. उसके अंदर तुम्हें अलग-अलग चीजें हैं जो तुम्हें फ्री में मिलेगी. Just because you are a student. वो जो स्टूडेंट बेनिफिट्स वाला वीडियो होगा वो देखा होगा तुम सबने. तो वो उसी का बात है. तो ये GitHub फ्री में सबको प्रोवाइड करता है हर एक स्टूडेंट को. So I say firstly you need to apply for this, and then only you are like eligible to apply for GC. The other thing is कि हाँ GitHub Campus Expert पे exclusive site. और यहाँ पे एक चीज नोटिस करोगे कि जितने भी स्पीकर्स हैं वो बंडल्स में हैं. That's because the campus experts actually organize hackathon on themselves. Like वो खुद अकेले ही पूरा एक hackathon organize करेंगे, participants के लिए prizes रखेंगे और उसके लिए swags रखेंगे. They can give away these swags. And also the thing is the community is of 150 plus campus ambassadors, and you get the training from GitHub themselves. So that is for GitHub Wala. Next we have MLS Fellowship. Now this is one of the best internships that anyone can get, other than Microsoft, who is also upcoming. So I'll say that this internship you can apply in your second year. First you need to gather some technical skills, which we talked about, like CP and web dev के ऊपर हुआ था. You need to first gather those technical skills, then you can apply for this program. So the applications are open right away, and you can apply now. If you are in your second year or if you feel like you have enough technical skills to actually apply for this program, And the thing is, it's a 12-week internship. And the good thing about this internship process is कि इसके अंदर फिर 10 से 20 घंटा ही काम करना है per week. So which is quite flexible for us students. because इतने assignments होते हैं कुछ सब होता है. Right? And इसके अंदर तीन से चार ट्रैक्स है. एक सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग का है, एक वेब 3 का है, एक SRE का है, which is basically DevOps. और इसके क्या benefits है? Firstly, since it's an internship, you actually get a stipend. So stipend of up to $1,000 you can get for this 12-week internship ka period. The other thing you can get is real-world experience. Since you are actually working for a company, you can put this as an experience in your resume. And the other thing is कि तुम्हें mentorship भी मिलती है. हर एक MLS fellow को एक exclusive mentor assign होता है. And the other thing I previously mentioned is the hours are very flexible and it will give you a portfolio. So that's all for my part. I'd like to call upon Jay for taking the Google one.
So guys, right now we talking about Microsoft का जो भी है campus ambassador programs. So these are all MNCs like Microsoft, Google, GitHub, Microsoft. But yeah, these people have their own campus ambassador programs. So it's a flex, you can say, that such a huge company, and I'm representing that company's products, that company's services to my students, the students of my college. So I can proudly say, alright, all the GitHub products, I am the one who can come to. I am the one through which those companies will keep all their events, all their product events, right? So if we talk about Microsoft, the next up is Google. So this is Google Developer Students Club lead. So there is only one ambassador. He is known as lead actually. He is not known as ambassador. So there is only one ambassador per campus. The entire Arizona will have one GDS lead, and you have to apply in the month of May. So in the month of May, the forms are out. The previous GDSC gives two referrals. The previous GDSC has two options, like you can refer two people, you have two referrals, and then interviews happen in the month of May and June. Then you can interview for it, and that's it. The results are out in July, and you are only student in the college who are representing Google and their college, right? Doesn't it sound cool? So going ahead. Second point being, there are 4 events per campus related to this Google technologies. Like, alright, can anyone name a few Google technologies? Technologies owned by Google. It can be anything, programming language, cloud platform, anything. If anyone knows. One? No one knows what is owned by Google. What tech stack does Google make? Come on guys. Flutter. Anything else? Google Cloud program. Google Cloud. Sorry? Absolutely. Go language. That's owned by Google. TensorFlow. That's by Google. Angular. They left it. I guess they are not. Yeah. I think they are, but yeah, I don't know. Anything else? GCP guys, Google Cloud Platform, you guys are forgetting. Alright, Stadia, a PS5 alternative made by Google. All these products, all these technologies are by Google. So whenever Google wants to take events, like GCP, anything, Google will come to you as the representative and you have to talk about that particular technology in your college. That's it. The biggest flex you can do is talking about Google. Alright, so this was about Google Developer Students Club B. Next up is Google Summer of Code. Alright, so Google Summer of Code is not an ambassador program, but I thought of adding it over here because it is by Google and this is an open source program. So you can say this is the biggest ever running open source program out there. Alright, so there's another know about Jigsaw over. It's very famous. You guys might know about it. You guys know about Jigsaw? Alright, you know what? So basically, open source organizations apply for Jigsaw. They go to Jigsaw and they apply over there that they want the open source contributors to come in and contribute. So in the month of February or something, organizations first apply as they want open source contributors. And in the month of March, open source contributors like you guys, every one of you can apply. You don't need anything to it. Just apply over there and that's it. Show your strong coding skills. Organizations will like admit you in their organization and you can start coding for free. Alright, so coming to this, applications of this program open in March and close in April. So guys, I would recommend each and every one of you please apply for this. This is extremely interesting thing. Getting selected in the first or second try would be difficult because organizations do require for someone who is very, very experienced. Yeah, you can say individually expert. I won't say completely advanced. No one over here is completely expert, right? But for now, you can say that intermediate guys do come. This is the core open source event, right? Completely open source. You can see every organization's GitHub repo, pull request, and these guys follow complete, proper standard open source practice. And the most interesting thing for all you guys over here is these guys give away $3,000 stipend, not in some like work $3,000. Look at the word, it is not stipend worth $3,000. It is stipend $3,000. So these guys give you cash for $3,000. That isn't that a huge motivation for you guys? Absolutely right. So you apply for Google Summer of Code in the month of February. Even if you don't get selected, you will understand the open source thing. You can contribute over there and just learn about open source more and more. Alright, so coming back to campus advisor program, next up we have HackerOne and a few more. So to talk about HackerOne, I welcome you to the stage, especially you.
Hi everyone, I'm Kashif and I'm from the marketing team of Codeman. So HackerOne is not a very common name that we normally hear, but even they have campus ambassador programs. And they are really advantageous because firstly they are open throughout the year. Then you can connect with other ambassadors like you do in all other programs. You can even connect your contests that happen in your own campus with these companies. So, for example, you have a hackathon going on in your college, so you can associate it with HackerOne. You can be the face and voice of HackerOne on campus. You can collaborate it with all other kinds of things as well. The benefits are you get a certificate and an LOR, and the most active HackerOne ambassadors can also get free passes to the HackerOne events. If you are a HackerOne ambassador, you also get a special swag pack as goodies and all other apparel. You also get a chance to become a problem setter for the official HackerOne event. So it's a flagship event in which you get an opportunity to give a problem, and accordingly, if you get qualified for it, it is even counted in the contest. Geeks for Geeks, you might have heard when you go to Google for your assignments. So most of the times you might get solutions on there. So normally when you, Geeks for Geeks also has a campus monthly program. So as there is a monthly for the government, similarly this needs the ambassador and you represent the Geeks for Geeks company on campus, and you even teach the students, spread awareness and make them take part in all competitions, and you build an ecosystem for CS in your campus. It's mainly for the first and the second years. You also can be a part of the decision making when it comes to what you need to do ahead in the program, and you can even make changes of, for example, the courses, the webinars that take place in the program. You get an opportunity to be have a career counseling session with the CEO of Geeks for Geeks, that is Mr. Sandeep Jain. You get quarterly monetary benefits as vouchers or as coupons from Geeks for Geeks. You get early access to new online courses as well. And you even get all other different kinds of test series, vouchers, coupons, Amazon vouchers. And you also have the opportunity to get into a paid internship with Geeks for Geeks in any kind of domain.
Hey, it's me again. This is one thing, this is for all the girls, okay? This is a very important opportunity for all of you girls over there. कोई लड़का बोल रहा है मेरे को क्यों नहीं है तो आगे जाना तो because this is a very good opportunity. I tell you why. इधर full scholarship मिलता है and this is a 2-year program, okay? So 2-year program में तुम लोग को classes दिया जाता है. You get a full-ass training of how in the industry if you want to be chosen, because industry में ऐसा बहुत competition होता है, okay? So it doesn't see, first of all, it looks at diversity and all, but you still are in a competition. So this is specifically for all girls. If you get selected, अभी ये साल का हो गया, maybe next year का ये open होगा. This is कि you guys apply. If you get selected for this, इसमें you have classes. इसमें you have industry experts coming to you and training you. For example, one friend of mine, I did not get selected unfortunately, but one of my seniors, Kotselkini, and one friend of mine, they are in this program. So, friend of mine got Google Step intern because of this. Working as a Google Step intern is a huge thing. And she got selected in this program and she got that opportunity. And this is something very important because it shines so bright on our resume. It's like, it is very important. फिर more opportunities is कि a lot of industry experts come in, they talk to you and they train you. ऐसा नहीं तुम लोग को बोला ये करो तो करो. They do rigorous work on you. They sculpt you. Okay. So this is a very important program and I highly recommend all of the girls over here to definitely go and apply with this. Okay. इसका site ये जो coffee का है, that are not just cans, random cans. They are sites. You can click on them once you get the PDF. You will get a site for registration. But all these campus ambassador उनका क्या main motto होता है कि तुम लोग को you need to prove to others क्योंकि ऐसा इंडस्ट्री में नहीं होता. मैंने देखा तूने ये सब कोर्सेज किया है उसका मैं करूँ क्या आचरण लगूँ नहीं. You need to prove yourself and this campus ambassador के motto they tell you कि you can lead, you can represent, that is your work. Okay, so that is why these things are really important on campus ambassador chapters and especially this. So whoever has the golden opportunity to get, just grab it. Okay, this one thing I had to tell you.
Hello everyone, my name is Rupam and I am from Creative Portal. So पहले छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन दूंगा कि AWS है क्या. So AWS is basically a subsidiary by Amazon which provides cloud computing power and provides data management system for people who are in need of it without actually having to buy it. Okay. So इसका AWS तरफ से ही AWS Educate है. AWS Educate is basically platform by Amazon itself to teach you guys about AWS. तो अब आप बोलोगे कि इसमें मेरा क्या फायदा. तो बेसिकली जितने भी सारे कैंपस एम्बेसडर प्रोग्राम है सारे में सेम क्या होता है सेम बेनिफिट्स है. बट द ओनली वन थिंग दैट आई वुड लाइक टू put your attention into this one is that you get to work with AWS employees. The people who made AWS what it is today, you get to work with them, you get mentorship from them, and I hope that's a really good thing for us. So yeah. तो अभी सोचो अगर आपके पास इतने सारे रिसोर्सेस हैं, आपको नहीं लगता आप कुछ बवाल चीजें कर सकते हो इससे? हाँ, हमें भी लगता है. तो अभी आप ये सब तो अभी मैंने आपको बेनिफिट्स तो बता दिए, बट आप बोलोगे कि रजिस्टर कैसे करें. तो जैसे मेरे फ्रेंड्स ने बताया कि सबका सबसे बड़ा रिसोर्स है गूगल. So we can always search AWS Educate and sign up for an AWS account and get started with it. तो ताकि आपके दोस्त भी बोलता है कि तू वही है ना जो एक Amazon के साथ काम करता है, और ताकि आपके माँ बाप भी बोल सके कि इनसे बोलो ये हमारे बच्चे हैं जो Amazon में काम करते हैं. That's my time. Thank you guys.
So guys, so that wraps our session, I guess. And before going, we have coffee arranged outside for everyone. So do add that and then you can leave.
Hey, before you guys want to leave, okay? I just इतना ज्ञान फैला हमने है. तुम्हारे पास कोई आइडिया है क्या कि तुम लोग को कोई कुछ बनाना है? मतलब तुम लोग का कुछ ऐसा खुद का वेबसाइट बनाना है कोई?
आपको पता है क्या होता है. Okay, so इसलिए हमें guidance भी देना support भी
resources see because this is the reason why we told हम लोग को ऐसे हम लोग को कुछ पता है कि कैसे जाना है, right? That is what you must be feeling. So उसके लिए ये किया कि resources बांटा है हमें, ज़्यादा ज्ञान नहीं मिला कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं, okay? Resources है, use those resources and you can go ahead and don't feel shy कि अरे people मेरे को judge करेंगे कि मेरे को ये नहीं आता वो नहीं आता. A lot of people are there to judge, okay? They're going to judge us, they're going to judge other people, some people are going to judge them. You do not have to consider that. Group पे पूछो, personal पे पूछो ये. पर हाँ, any more ideas? अभी हमारा भी web dev पे ज़्यादा ये था, web dev, app development. Do you guys have any ideas? जो मतलब तुम लोग को build करना है website को ही. तुम लोग को कोई startup का idea है. तुम लोग को कुछ ऐसा कुछ भी idea तुम लोग ने अभी तक देखा है और सब कुछ किया है? Nobody thought of making an application खुद का. Have you? मतलब हम feedback फॉर्म देंगे ना, उसमें comment section होगा, क्या? I want all of you guys to put in some comments. I want you guys to think about it and give me one application or one web development idea which you guys would like to implement. क्योंकि unless and until you have an idea, वो नहीं चलेगा, right? So that's it. We'll end the session over here. Feedback form भरना है सबको because without that we can't quite get what you got from us. So this is the feedback form that you guys can scan from the screen as well. You guys can scan from the screen as well. We would love a feedback on what you guys liked about us, what you guys didn't like about us. If you guys need any resources or any more help, इसमें डाल दो and do let us know. Thank you so much.